So hi guys, I'm Erlin Fernandez, a DCC Year 2 student, and my FCC number is 2020-021. So this is today I'll be doing a game walkthrough for my game Minion of Us, and this is my HIO link where I have updated and uploaded my game. So let's run the game. So the game starts off with a menu, a play menu with a button play that directs the users to the next scene, which is the story scene. It's like a short story video that is being played to narrate the story. So the player doesn't have to do anything here. They just have to wait and watch. So for them to be have a better view and analyze the story itself, because my game is really a story based and the stories and narration are important. So it also instructs the user what's about to happen, what do they have to do for the upcoming game level. So this is the game scene, this is the first scene, and at the top left you'll see a button, a level instruction button, which basically instructs the user or the player to what to do. So we can navigate it through pressing the space button. So it tells us what to avoid, what to collect, and that's it. And as you can also see here, we also have a road sign that when we get collided with, it also prints out a notice and tells us again, instructs us in case we don't click the level instruction button. And then at the top right, we have this item collect text, which gets updated when we get collided to the collectible. So you can see it turns 1. And if we die, it restarts to 0. So it's the mechanic of the game that if we get collided to the enemy, we will die and lose our progress. So I didn't put any checkpoints to my game levels because it's easy and it's really short, but I still wanted it to be really challenging for the player, pro gamers or not. So yeah, we have to avoid enemies or else our progress will be restarted. So we don't want that. So we really have to be really careful, and we have to have a perfect to wait for a perfect timing before jumping, running, walking, etc. Okay, so we already see the dog, so we got to converse with him. This dialogue tells or narrates the story of what happened. So let's read it. Okay, so we have to jump over it, or else we will get the dialogue will play again. So after that, since we go to the house or the portal, it's like the transition asset, so that we can proceed to the next scene, which is this. This is also a short story scene that transitions from level 1 to level 2. So again, it just continues the story and the narration, and it also again gives the clue or instruction to what to do for this level. Okay, so again, we have at the top left side of the screen, we again have the level instruction button that's get updated. So for this level, wander around the house, collect random objects, and search for clues. Being cautious, again. And then we also again have this road sign, which again tells us and instructs us of what we have to do. So start looking here at this floor and then proceed to the other floors. Remember? Okay. So again, we also have this item collect text that gets updated when we get the collectible. So this is the collectibles, as you can see here. It's much brighter, and it's much contrast than the other objects, so that the player can um, easily saw them and collect them. So again, we have collected 5 out of 5. So now we're proceeding to the second floor. Again, we still have to, oh my gosh, avoid the enemies, or else our progress will be restarted, and we don't want that. Nobody wants that. The second floor, look for a note that will tell you what's really happening to you. So this is the second floor of the house, and we have to find the note. So there's no more collectible items in here, but we have found the note. So this is the conversation between the Wicked Witch and Dorothy. So it just basically tells Dorothy what's happened to her and why it happened, which is the main concept and the main goal of this level. Okay, so Wicked Witch was introduced as someone Dorothy can use a help from. So we have to prove ourselves, or the player, that we have a kind heart in order to find the good witch. So firstly, we have to find this statue now, and it should take us to the next venue. Okay, so let's find the statue. Basically, as you can see, we have to trust our instincts, of course. Okay, so we have, oh sorry, again, we have to, sorry. Now since we read instruction on both sides, and we don't have to go through that anymore, so we just have to avoid them. And it's we just have to copy this. So we still have to be careful in here because there are still traps and enemies. So yeah, we saw a road sign, we read it. We're almost there. When you reach a portal, just stand by and wait to be teleported. So we're almost there. We're notice. Okay, so there. So now that we go to the portal, it will direct us to the next scene, which is this. So again, this is a story scene. This is a short story video alike, which narrates the story, which gives a recap and a quick preview of what's going to happen. So again, there's nothing to do here. Just sit back and relax and just watch and analyze the scenario. Okay, we're at the third level. So again, the level instruction button is updated. We have to meet this one and help him for us to be able to proceed. So again, there's a road sign, we read it. Let's go for a ride, hop onto the wheel cart to cross the road. Okay, but it was said that it's old and rugged. If we didn't, you see, we die. We die because this is like a poisonous ground that I designed. So we have to cross here, and then we have to get out of this wheel cart, and it's really a struggle, but it's not impossible. I also designed that to be like that. Okay, so we also have again a road sign that we have to read. Okay, we're about to meet a friend. Good luck. Okay, this is the Scarecrow. Again, this is the conversation because the story again, we have to be aware and yeah, updated about the story. So basically, this is just a conversation between the Dorothy and the Scarecrow. Okay, so just read through it and understand it. So we have to help the Scarecrow by collecting the bananas and counting it for him. Okay, so let's jump through him and harvest these bananas. There, as you can see, our item collector gets updated again and counts how many bananas have we collected already. And then there's a road sign, we read it. Wow, you've collected a lot, Dorothy. In order to meet Mr. Scarecrow, you have to go through this path, jumping your way out. Okay, you have to avoid the enemies and jump our way out. Okay, so for this, path, we have to be really have a tactic, which is to wait patiently for the perfect time. Oh gosh. Okay, so sorry. We have to wait there. This is what it is. Right now, this is what it is. Okay. This one. Okay. We have to like this. That's what the circle of do. That's what we have to do. Which is to help him, and that's what he needs. So let's help him. And then we have again to cross this path. So we have to be really careful this time, or else we're gonna lose our progress again, and the game level will be restarted. So let's just wait patiently for the right timing. Okay. So far we're getting out of this already. So we just have to continue doing this. And finally, we're done. Okay, so we just completed that, and now we're going to talk with this here. So we've given him the 27 bananas. Okay, he contacted a friend, which I guess is the next one that Dorothy needs to help. Okay, we helped him remember his name, and we told him that he's smart. Okay, then he instructs us to go behind the statue. Okay, and then it's the portal, and it teleports us to this next scene, which is a short story scene again from chapter 3 going to chapter 4. So basically, again, player doesn't have to do anything in here, but to read and watch it carefully. Okay, so the level instruction have to congrats on making it to the 4th level. For this level, you're going to meet Johan's friend. Help him and he shall tell you where to go next. Okay, so this is Johan's friend, the Tin Man. Okay, so this is where the conversation between Johan's friend, the Tin Man, and Dorothy. Okay. So it's really important to read through these dialogues, because in here we will be able to know and be aware of what's the problem of the characters we are meeting. For example, Tin Man has a girl problem, and we will never be aware of it if we didn't have a conversation or interaction with him. Okay, so Dorothy is comforting him rather. Okay, now he's telling his problem that he actually wrote her a letter, but he got mad and threw all the letters on his bed. Okay, so here's where the problem occurred. Okay, so Dorothy needs to help the Tin Man deliver his letter, because Tin Man uh couldn't go from here because he still needs to fix the road. Okay, then Jenny Tin Man introduced himself, give him the name as an appreciation. Okay, so now let's proceed, and then we have this road sign again. Alright, in order to get on top, we have to jump up. Be cautious, there are still enemies and spikes there. And don't forget to collect the Tin Man stuff letter. Okay, so for this game level, we have to be careful and avoid the enemies and collect the letters at the same time. Okay, and if we fall, as you can see, we didn't die, but we have to go through this brick again, and we don't want to repeatedly go through every brick. Okay, so we have to be really careful jumping, because there are some unexpected enemies, so we really have to be cautious and observant at the same time. Okay, so basically the mechanics of the game is avoid the enemies, collect the collectibles, and go to the statue to be teleported. So again, it will direct us to the next scene, which is the story scene. It's actually a transition scene again from chapter 4 to chapter 5. Okay. So we click the level button, the level instruction button rather. Congrats on making it to the 5th level. For this level, you're going to meet another character, help him, and he shall tell you where to go next. Okay, so this is the next character, and again, we have to converse with him in order to know what's the problem and how can we help. Okay, he's a lion who's lost his siblings, and Dorothy offers a hand to help. Okay, the lion gave his name. His name is Prince. Okay, so that's basically what we have to do. And again, there's a road sign here. Welcome to the 5th level. For this level, you have to identify which is a true brick from a fake one. If you step on a fake brick and fell on the water, you'll die. And of course, you'll lose progress. Find the lion cubs and head to the statue. I can feel that we're almost there, so keep working hard, okay? Good luck. Okay, so here again is the item collect text, and it gets updated when we get to collect the lion cubs. Okay, so if we step on a fake in the water, we will die. And again, if we also step on a fake brick, which is a dark color, we also die. So we have to be really careful in choosing what to step on and how to step. There. So we have to be really observant and careful, cautious, in order to successfully finish this level. Okay, so as of now, there's still no sign of the cubs, so we'll just continue jumping. Oh, we died. So it's just like the regular jump completes wherein we have to our way out. Okay, almost done. Oh, almost done. Okay, so you have to do it. It's out of the game. Press one. Press it. Okay, okay, we just saw a cub, and we're going to help. Okay, so as you can see, as we get him, our text collect item item gets updated, and now it says that we have collected 2 out of 2 cubs. So, whee! Okay, there's the lion. We have to converse with him again. Okay. This is like a conversation before they parted ways, and how will the player be aware of getting to the next level. Okay, so I heard you good. Okay, so just go stand by the statue, it will teleport you to her palace. Okay, so we have to go as we are instructed to, and it will navigate us to the story scene. So it's from chapter 5 to chapter 6. So again, we don't have to do anything, just watch and wait for it to finish. Okay, so if we didn't be aware and be careful, we will just free fall and keep dying. So that's a trap that I've designed for the player to be continue being aware. So level instruction. Congrats on making it to the final level. For this level, be careful on your way to the palace. Watch out for the enemies and traps, you'll be fine. Okay. And then we have our road sign here. So we read it. Welcome to the final ending again. In this level, we finally meet the good witch. Remember, avoid enemies, spikes, and other weapons that you might encounter. Collect the rubies, and it might help you later. Okay, so we have to collect the rubies, and as we collect it, our text gets updated again. So let's just continue this, and we really shucks. Okay, we just died and lose our progress again. Okay, So far we've collected 6 and there's a lot of time, so we read it. Welcome to the Good Witch Palace, Dorothy. You made it, I'm gonna leave you now. I was happy to work with you. So our guide is not departing from us since we're already here. And it's a good sign because it's like we're about to go home. So let's converse with the Good Witch. Okay, so it's the first time that they met. So this is the conversation between them. So speaking of Janine would like to give this to you, handed the love letters of the Tin Man. Okay, so Dorothy was successful to deliver the Tin Man's letters. So that's great. Okay, you're instructed to go straight ahead. Okay, good day, Your Highness. How can I serve you today? Wizard, I'd like to introduce you to Dorothy. Okay. So basically, this conversation is about how the witch and the wizard can help Dorothy. So the wizard collected the rubies that Dorothy have collected through the palace, and for Minute 2 is his magical powers to turn the rubies into a magic pair of shoes. Okay, so now this is the good witch talking. Dorothy, not only you've proven that you have a kind heart, but you also made your friends realize the strengths that they didn't know that they have. So this is what this is what the good witch saw in Dorothy that proved that she has a kind heart. Okay, so you made Johan, the pea-brain scarecrow, realize that he is smart. You made Janine, the heartless tin man, realize that he has a heart. You made Prince, the coward lion, realize that he is brave. And lastly, I, Faye, the good witch, realize that there is hope in mankind. Therefore, I grant you freedom, as you have given hope to my kingdom. Go to this statue and keep your virtues. Wear the red shoes and tap your heels, and you'd be awake in the world that is real. So we're instructed to go to the statues, and as you can see here, the fire and the statue became subdued. Okay, so now we're directed to the ending scene, wherein it narrates how Dorothy will be able to go home. Okay, so that's it. I got my idea when I was watching Minions of Despicable Me. My original idea was just to use the Wizard of Oz characters alone, but then I wanted a twist, and the Minions is what came to my mind. I got also inspired by many 2D platformer games such as Mario, Icy Towers, and etc. So my game is consists of a total of 6 levels that the players enjoy and get attached to. Each level is different and was inspired by each characters, who are also inspired by my friends. And as for the game works, the player must be critical and observant to not miss any clues or notes in the gameplay. The players must also follow the instructions to finish the quest. No one can take shortcuts or secret portals because the completion of tasks is dependent on all the collectibles and functionality of the game. You cannot skip or fast forward the game as the game is preset to be finished via completion of given tasks and satisfaction for the creature involved in the game scenario. So thank you. I hope you find this game interesting.